Right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to get Britain moving again. New year, new us. Well, old us, actually. Plucky Britain. The nation that doesn't turn and run. The nation that doesn't cower away. The nation that doesn't grind to a halt. Boris Johnson may not have announced any further restrictions yesterday evening, but there is a kind of pseudo-lockdown going on at the moment, isn't there? We need a change to our isolation rules because it's crippling this country right across the board. It's winter of discontent territory, this, isn't it? Councils up and down the country have cancelled refuse collections because so many staff are isolating. We've got rubbish piling up, Christmas trees are lining the streets, for goodness sake. Local bus routes are being reduced, hitting people in rural areas the hardest, of course. There aren't enough people to drive our trains. Our supermarkets, they're taking a hit. Iceland has reported that it now has 1,000 more staff isolating than it did just a week ago. It's impacting HGV drivers as well, so there's supply chain issues. But the main area that's being crippled is our health service. 1 in 10 NHS employees were not in hospitals on New Year's Eve due to illness, according to these official figures. But less than half are coronavirus, accounting for fewer than 50,000 of the 110,000 not in work. And herein lies the issue, doesn't it? People just get sick. People get other illnesses, especially at this time of year. And we've now got the double whammy of people isolating for around 10 days, coupled, of course, with the others who are just off with a cold as well. And it's unsustainable. In fact, it's deadly. We've got several hospital trusts declaring critical incidents. University Hospitals of Morecambe Bay NHS Trust, Blackpool Teaching Hospitals and Great Western Hospitals in Wiltshire have all been hit hard. Derriford Hospital in Plymouth has problems offloading ambulances now, apparently, and has recorded nearly 500 staff absences. This lengthy period of isolating is killing us. And we have to be realistic now, don't we, about what it is we're actually isolating from. We were told to expect between 3,000 and 5,000 COVID deaths a day right now. Well, apparently there were 48 recorded Omicron cases yesterday, deaths that is. Obviously, any death is a tragedy, don't get me wrong. We have 797 people on ventilators with COVID today, apparently. That's fewer than 2 months ago when cases were much lower. Apparently, 1,881 people were admitted to hospital with COVID in England yesterday, down from 2,370 on December the 29th. The latest research by the UK Health Security Agency also suggests that people with Omicron are between 50 to 70% less likely to need hospital treatment. And here's the kicker. Almost half of people admitted to hospital in London last week, the Omicron capital, were there with COVID, not for COVID. Right, so we are on the march, people. We are on the move. We're on the way out of this thing. Yet if you look around, the country's key services are grinding to a halt. Economic experts are claiming that cutting the isolation period to just 5 days would save the UK economy £300 million this month alone, while the Centre for Economics and Business Research estimated that the current rules will cost the country £1 billion, equal to 0.5% of our monthly GDP. This is at a time when 1 in 4 of us are reporting that their cost of living is unimaginable, unmanageable, easy for me to say. People are having to choose whether or not to eat or heat, and that is not good enough. The 5-day rule is backed by some medics as well, who say that you're at your most contagious 2 days before testing positive and then 2 days after. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a national New Year's resolution. Let's get Britain moving.